Hello everybody, welcome back to another video. Today we are playing Formula Apex. Formula Apex is a Roblox Formula 1 game, and during the time that I have not uploaded, they recently, and by recently I mean like 4 days ago or something, released the 2025 update. With that came a brand new track, which is Albert Park, and the 2025 cars based on the 2025 Formula 1 teams and their liveries. So today I just wanted to go through the 2025 cars and rank them. Now I will be giving you the actual names of the teams because for copyright reasons, Formula Apex cannot use the real team names, but also there are some fictional teams in amongst this. So let's begin. This is the 2025 car, and this is McLaren. Now, for starters, none of the sponsors are the real sponsors, none of the names are the real names. They all changed for copyright reasons. But firstly, this orange and pink thing at the front on the front wing is meant to be the MasterCard logo. I really don't like that. But other than that, this is a pretty sleek car. The crappy MasterCard logo does take it down a bit, and for that reason I'm only going to give this a 7 out of 10. If the MasterCard, or fake MasterCard logo was a bit better, it would probably rank higher, but because of that it is not. Now we have Mercedes. This is pretty accurate to real life, I'd say. I like basically everything on this livery. It's a very solid livery. It's very close to real life, actually, with the Petrothali or Thai, whatever it is, in place of Petronas. It looks very solid, very sleek. I prefer this to the 2024 livery any day. So a very solid 9 out of 10 in my opinion. Next is Werner or Porsche. This is the first fictional team. I quite like this. Compared to the 2024 livery that they had for this team, it looks significantly better. And honestly, it's just cleaner. It's not a very messy livery. Very few sponsors, but it just looks good. Stands out from the crowd. Very easy 8 out of 10. Next is obviously BMW. This is a okay livery. In my opinion, it's a downgrade from last year's livery, but it's still quite solid. Obviously it sticks with the BMW Racing or BMW Motorsport color scheme. It looks okay, but I prefer the 2024 version. 7 out of 10. Bison GP, also known as Red Bull. Now, this is not great. It is a significant step down from last year's livery, and also just doesn't look a lot like the real life counterpart. Like, what is this? And what is this? Why does it look like this? It just doesn't look very good. And for that reason, I'm only going to give this a 4 out of 10. Because it doesn't look very good. It looks nothing like the real life version. And they renamed the team Bison GP. Like, why? Anyway, from a low to honestly a high, Ferrari. Not sure why the stats aren't showing up there. Anyway, this is a very good recreation of the Ferrari livery for this year. Oh, yeah, they have Lewis's helmet here. Cool. I like everything. The white looks good. Obviously, it's not an exact recreation, but it's very close. I don't have a lot to say about this. It just looks pretty solid. 7 out of 10. Next is the third fictional team, Ascot, which is going to become reality next year. This is Audi. Not a lot to say about this one. Very mid. Prefer last year's livery to this one. 6 out of 10. Now we have Haas. This is very, very close to the real life counterpart. And I like this year's Haas livery. Sue me. This year's Haas livery looks good. It's better than last year's at least. Not a lot to say about this one. 8 out of 10. Now we have Williams. What the fuck is this? Why is this grey? It's meant to be black, not grey. This looks terrible. If the grey was black, I'd be fine. But no. I don't know why they chose to make it grey. But, okay, whatever. It should be black. Because this looks... the grey just puts off the whole livery. If it was black, it would be accurate. But it's not black. It looks terrible. Like a 4. It's terrible. This is Palizio. I don't actually know how to pronounce this. This is meant to be Peugeot. I really like this livery. It looks really good. Better than last year's at least. Yeah, there's another fictional team, which has made quite a few appearances now for the annual cars in this game. This looks really nice. It's better than last year's livery. I'm going to give that a very, very nice 9 out of 10. Now we have Alpine. I really don't like this year's Alpine livery. Also, again, with the really shitty grey. Don't understand. I really don't like this livery in real life, which means I'm not going to like the livery in game, and I was correct. This doesn't look very good. As much as I would like to enjoy it, I don't. It just looks tacky in my opinion. Like a 4. Now we have the VCarb livery, which I think is a step down in the game. I really like VCarb's livery this year, and I think pretty much everyone else would agree with that one. The VCarb livery this year is amazing. This, meh. I get they had to not have the Red Bull colours due to copyright, but the blue just doesn't make it look like as good. It doesn't stand out as much. That's really my only pet peeve with this, is the excess blue. If the blue wasn't there, this could very easily be a 10 out of 10, but because of the too much blue in my opinion, I'm only going to give this an 8. Next is, oh god, the fall off for Aston Martin. The next is Aston Martin. I really like this. This looks really nice. I don't care if you don't like this livery. I like this livery. It's not an exact replica of the real life version, but this looks quite nice. I have $2 million, or just over, in game, and this is $5 million. It's a big fall off from the last 2 years. 2023 was their best year by far. 2024 was okay, but this year it's not going so well, especially for Fernando. Fernando's just had terrible luck this year. Anyway, this livery is very, very nice. This would probably be the first car I buy of the 2025 cars. I'm gonna give this a 10 out of 10. I don't care. Anyway, lastly, for the real teams, is Sauber. This is okay. It's the Kick Sauber livery, so it's not going to be anything special, of course. Yeah, I just don't have a lot to say. It doesn't look that great in real life or in game. This is probably like a 6, I dare say. And now these are the 5 free teams that you get for just playing the game during this year. EX Motorsport, which is a very solid livery. Fun fact, on the wiki for this, you can find a photo on the on the nose of the car, on the 2024 car, the Pelizia livery, whatever it is, not livery, logo. Because these guys use Peugeot engines. This is not based on a real team, this is just a fake team. Looks okay, better than last year's at least. We have Santen, which in my opinion is just a mildly crappy version of Aston Martin. This livery is so much better than last year's. I love this much more. This is easily a 7 out of 10. Now we have Alton. Not a lot of change. I think the only change is the blue mirrors. Not sure why they did that. And maybe like a little bit of change on the, like, near the halo. But other than that, not a lot of change. Still very solid livery. 7 out of 10. Now we have the two new teams for this year. I still don't know how to pronounce this. Saitsa GP, whatever it is. This replaced Agile Energy from the previous year. I don't really have a lot to say about this livery. It's not the best. It's not the worst, but it's also not the best. They could have done a bit better, in my opinion. This car, very painfully mid. Once again, not a lot to say. I'm just gonna give this a 5 out of 10 and leave. And lastly, Mercury Motorsport Kagami, which replaced oh shit, which car did this replace? Can't remember the name of the car at the moment. Anyway, it replaced a team which was only there for Romina. It replaced Romina. The only reason Romina was added to the game for the 2024 car was it won a livery contest, so it was added to the game, and I believe this is the replacement. This is solid livery. As you can see, these guys use Porsche engines or Werner in-game engines. It's an okay livery, nothing to sneeze at, but yeah, not a lot to say about this. Yeah. This is a fairly mid livery. It reminds me a lot of the 2025 Miami Ferrari livery. God, that thing looks terrible. But yeah, this is a very mid livery. I'm just gonna say 6 out of 10. And now I'm gonna take you guys for a lap around the previously aforementioned Albert Park. This is a brand new track. It was just added to the game, and of course I have to do it in one of the new cars. I'm gonna take the EX Motorsport car. New feature for this game is you can choose the T-Cam color, which, as you can see, it changed the oh, thanks, automatic camera. Jeez. Obviously, you can see it changed the color of the T-Cam on the top of the car, which is just TV camera, and you can input a custom number. I'm just going to do 13, because that's what I race with in the F1 games. So, let's spawn the car. I'm going to select Garage 1. I'm in a private server, by the way, regardless of that fact. Obviously, we've still got the 5 different tyre compounds. I'm obviously on a dry track at the moment. Here we can get a better look at the EX Autosport car. I've been saying Motorsport. It's actually EX Autosport. Anyway, as you can see here, it has the Pelizia name. Okay. But yeah, I don't think they actually have the thing there. No, they don't this year. But engine sounds for this car took a huge step up. So we are here. This is the pit straight at Albert Park, brand new track. You can see the Melbourne skyline in the distance. Lake's over there. They did a pretty solid job with the pit lane and the pit straight, obviously. Looks great. I really like this track. I've spent way too long on this track the last few days, and yeah, here we have the podium, which looks great, by the way. Philip Beaumont, Beaumont, which is meant to be Louis Vuitton. There's the start line. I'm not going to do a race or anything on this, I'm just going to take you guys for a quick tour around the track. It's the pit exit with the clock, which they actually have in real life. Theme Huerta, which I believe is Tag Heuer. I'm actually not how to pronounce that. When we leave the pit lane, go down the pit straight, we see the overpass there. Go through turn 1, sizable runoff. Now we go down one of the DRS zones. I'm going to open my DRS. This doesn't actually have a racing line yet. I'm not entirely sure why, ignore me hitting the wall there. But yeah, this hasn't got a racing line. Not most, all other tracks have a racing line. Got a pool there. I believe that's just like a gym center place thing. Yep. We come over here. We've got a very iconic building and the running track. The devs actually put the running track in the game. Looks very good. Not sure what that's meant to be. Anyway, continuing on. Got the spot where George Russell crashed in 2024. Get a better look at the Melbourne skyline, and on this side, I hit the wall, we can see, if there's not trees in the way, we can see the lake, and they even put the island in the center of the lake in the game. Now we go down the fastest part of the track, past all the crowds, into the fast chicane, and we will see a closer look of the Melbourne skyline. We've got the road beside the track here, and the runoff. If you didn't know, Albert Park is a road or street circle, which means it's built on existing roads. I'm not sure what that road is though. Coming through here, fun fact, in the game you can take that corner without braking or anything, you can just flat out. You can see the other side of the track here. Second last corner and around the last corner, back onto the pit straight. I'm going to use DRS and ERS to send it down the track, across the line. Definitely not my best time on this track, but yeah, that is the 2025 update for Formula Apex. I actually drive in a league, or used to drive in a league for this game in the Formula 2 cars. But yeah, this has been the 2025 cars and Albert Park. So thank you all for watching, and I will see you guys next time.